Donkey of the Day.
Donkeys of the Day, ask Charlemagne.
I'm a Democrat, so being Donkey of the Day is a little bit of a mixed blessing.
So like a donkey. Hee-haw. Okay.
Donkey of the Day.
The Breakfast Club, bitches.
Now, I've been called a lot in my 23 years, but Donkey of the Day is a new one.
Yes, Donkey of the Day for Friday, March 16th goes to Dennis Alexander. Now, Dennis Alexander is a teacher, former reserve police officer with the Sand City Police Department, and he was teaching a lesson at Seaside High School in Seaside. What was the lesson? Well, he was teaching a public safety class, to be more specific, a public gun safety class. Now, I am totally against arming teachers in schools. My mother is a public school teacher and has been for 30 plus years, and I couldn't imagine my beautiful Jehovah's Witness mom sitting in her classroom with a pistol waiting on some punk-ass troubled kid to bust a move, all right? I believe my mom told me once the most she ever made being a teacher was $30,000 a year. Mind you, she's a teacher in South Carolina. Okay, I don't know what the average salary of a teacher is across the country, but $30,000 a year is not enough for me to be doubling as a teacher and security, okay? Teachers should be scholars, not shooters. And common sense should tell you if the school shooting situation is serious enough in this country that we think teachers should carry guns in the classroom, why not hire armed security to patrol school grounds, okay? Banks have security issues, but the bank tellers don't carry guns. They got security for that. Airport has security issues, but the employees at JetBlue and Delta don't carry guns. They got armed military personnel for that. Even nightclubs have armed security outside. You know why? Because if you allowed people to come in the club strapped with guns to protect themselves and protect the patrons of the club, that's just not going to turn out well. So I don't understand why we are asking the people, teachers who teach our kids and help our kids grow, to carry guns to protect themselves and protect the kids. They are already holding our kids down and getting paid little to nothing to do it. So you want them to double the security now too? Well, I am a stern believer that the universe will always show us signs, okay? Will always show us signs of why something is not a good idea. And if you are actually paying attention to the universe, paying attention to the signs God shows us, then you will see this is not a good idea. Dennis Alexander, former reserve police officer for 10 years, now a teacher, teaching students a public safety class on guns, and this happens. Let's go to KSBW headline news for the report, please.
A high school student in California was injured when his teacher accidentally fired a gun in his classroom. The 17-year-old says the teacher was giving a lesson about gun safety when the gun went off while he was pointing it at the ceiling. Fragments from that bullet hit the student. The teen says the teacher apologized, but class continued. Now, that student, by the way, is okay. The teacher has been put on leave, and the police chief says this is a teacher who was a reserve police officer for more than a decade. The whole incident is under investigation.
You can ask the universe for all the signs you want, but ultimately we see what we want to see when we're ready to see it. Maybe y'all not ready to see this big-ass sign that was shown to us at Seaside High School, okay? But if a former reserve police officer who held that position for a decade but is now a teacher, if that guy can accidentally fire a gun the wrong way in a classroom, then what mistake is a teacher who's less trained than him gonna make? Not to mention, why was he pointing a gun at the ceiling to begin with? What was the context of this situation? The only time a gun should be pointed in the air on a high school campus or a school campus and fired is when it's a starting pistol at a track meet, okay? If this is not a sign that there should be no teachers carrying guns in classrooms, then I don't know what is. Look, when it comes to teachers being armed in the classroom, don't go chasing waterfalls. Just stick to the peace officers and the trained armed guards that protect the school grounds that you're used to. Please let Remy Ma give Dennis Alexander the biggest hee-haw, please.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?